I remember the day we started doing these Cold Steel videos. It was a summer afternoon in 1947, in which I have nothing. I don't really know where that intro was going. It definitely wasn't going anywhere fucking cogent. So hey, how we doing? Welcome back. Last time, we fucking took care of Duke Alberea, and Barry Hart is under the good guys' control. By good guys, I mean people I hang out with, which means they're good guys. There's so many options of people to hang out with today. Let's see. I guess she's leaving. She's leaving. To the fucking 18-year-old leaver. I can't embed memes in voice only in this. It's bad. Man, this bitch just stripped in the situation here implies that she just went in the middle of a bridge and just threw all of her clothes off. You're just standing in there. That river isn't even deep. That's, given your height, that's probably like what a foot, maybe a foot and a half. Want to head back? You can catch a cold if you stay out here. Don't worry about it. Emma had a similar reaction to yours whenever I did. I get what you mean. It's like he never would have used such tactics if war happened. No guarantee that any of... No. All I know is that he attacked people, and it was bad. And sounds like you're trying to be a fucking centrist. And I know that's our deal here, but I think you're being way too centrist right now. It's a little bit too much. Let's see. There's a lot of places we could go to get some link ups. But how we doing? With her, she's almost at 5. Oh, we should go check on like that mansion place. Let's see. Yeah, that'd be in the Noble District. This place is absolutely massive.
Damn, this is incredible. It's not as grand as Valflame Palace, but I doubt you'll find many mansions this fancy. The Duke's residence is certainly befitting of his status.
You came after all, Reen.
Yeah, I was kinda hesitant to come and visit in case I got in your way, though.
No, it's fine. Everything is largely settled here now. I will leave the rest to you, then.
As you wish. Leave everything to us, and we will strive and make things as comfortable for your father as possible.
You have my thanks.
He's Captain Claire's adjutant, isn't he?
Indeed, and quite a skilled one at that. He and his men will be managing the mansion together while keeping my father in custody, at least until the war comes to an end.
Oh, right.
There's no need to look so glum. He deserves to answer for his crimes much like others. He should be grateful he hasn't been handcuffed and thrown in a cell.
I guess that's one way of looking at it. Oh, yeah, Scarlet's here too, right?
She's currently receiving treatment in the annex. She remains bedridden, but her life is in no real danger, or so I hear.
That's good.
If you'd like to speak with her, you should go and pay her a visit. Meanwhile, I'll be going to my room to get ready for departure. If you need anything at all, feel free to come by and see me.
Thanks, Eustace. Will do. Wait a sec. Where is his room anyway? I don't know where the annex Scarlet's in is either. I guess I'll have to ask someone.
Could just, do that.
Oh.
I knew it would be you. Did you come to listen to me whine and complain about you?
I know you didn't want me to save you, but you don't have to hate me for it.
I was just joking. I don't care what happens to me. Whether I live or die or get executed as a terrorist, what happens, happens.
Stop being so flippant about the whole thing. But you seem to be a little more cheerful than I was expecting you to be. Well, it sounds like you're doing all right at least. That's good.
My only complaint is that I wasn't allowed to ascend to heaven like I wanted to. But perhaps this is just how it was meant to be.
I wish I could tell you. You said you used to be a sister, right? You mentioned something about training over in Arteria, too.
I did. Though that training was a long time ago. That really takes me back.
So that wasn't a lie? Sorry. It wasn't that I didn't believe you, it's just...
I'll have you know I grew up in one of the most pious families in the country. Hard as that may be to believe, I was so happy when I was first invited to join the church. I doubt you'd know, but the church is a fairly complex organization with plenty of divisions within it. The part I was invited to join was an organization called the Congregation for the Sacraments. They're a group full of immensely skilled people who take on some unique missions, to put it mildly. It made me happier than you could imagine to be recognized by people like that at such a young age. I didn't have any special abilities of my own, but I left home, trained my hardest, and eventually became a squire.
A squire? As in a kind of knight? I thought you said you became a sister. Unless you're saying the church has knights too. I'm getting confused now.
Anyone would be in your position. Their image of the church begins and ends with priests and mass. As it was, my days in Arteria came to an abrupt end. Just before I went out on my first mission, I got word of what had happened. I hurried back to Erebonia as fast as I could, but I was too late to do anything.
Lady Scarlet, I think you should get some more rest.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you strain yourself.
You really are a softie. If you want to hear the rest, you'll have to come back another time. So, if you're interested.
It It's hard to imagine someone going from being a sister to a terrorist, but that's just what happened. I'm still convinced that it would have been a waste for her to have died back there. I'm glad she seems to have calmed down for now. I'll have to come back another time to see how she's doing.
Alright, we'll save that for next time then. Can I go see the Duke and, like, shit on the floor? I want to go and shit on the floor. No, I want to go. Come on. Let me just shit on his fucking floor. It'd be funny. Oh. Oh, hello, Emma. How you doing? Let me bond with you, even though I am in no mood to bond with anyone. That's true. I kind of just want the story to move. She's like, I'm supposed to support you, so I did that. It's like, yeah, but wouldn't your rack be softer? That'd be kind of like a hard angle. She'd be like, I can't do that. Then you break your neck. It'd be really awkward. Alright, well, we've had our nap. Well, how are you doing?
I do not understand the question.
Hmm?
I request clarification. You and not my awakener wish to board me?
That's exactly what I want to do. Would that be possible? I don't want to use you to fight or anything like Reem does. I just want to see what it's like inside. Just for a little while, if that's okay.
Is that not possible or something? You said they were secondary contractors, so I was thinking it wouldn't be a problem, but maybe I had the wrong idea.
You do not. It is entirely possible for secondary contractors to board me.
Really?
However, only my awakener is able to operate me as intended. There is no comprehensible reason for anyone else to desire access to my interior.
Huh? It's okay. I don't need to operate you, honest.
Thanks, Valimar. Can you let her inside then?
As you wish.
Oh, what?
Welcome to my lap.
What?
Valimar, did you really have to pick this position?
Just helping you out, Awakener.
While I have more than sufficient room for a human and a familiar to ride in comfort, an extra human does put an unforeseen demand on available space. I am afraid there was not much I could do under the circumstances.
Oh, you are so lying.
It's fine. I guess I can make do for a little while. It's kind of weird sitting like this with you, but I guess I am the one who asked for it. I'll live.
Well, if you're all right with it, I'm sure not going to complain, but...
So this is what Valimar looks like on the inside, huh? It's kind of gloomy, isn't it?
Well, there's not much point in having the front screen on when I'm not actually fighting. I have it up often enough these days, but honestly, it doesn't bother me that much. I can see outside fine when I need to.
Oh, right. It's weird to sit here and think of all the battles you've fought with Valimar. When you fought those Alliance soldats and against Scarlet and Vulcan, you were right where you're sitting now. Even when you fought with Crow.
The fights are always different, but the scenery in here doesn't change much. I'm usually so caught up in the fight that I don't really pay much attention to what it looks like inside here. Celine and Valimar have helped me a lot though, so I'm getting better at this whole thing, bit by bit.
It's just not fair. We're your classmates and your friends. We're supposed to be fighting alongside each other all the way. But you and Valimar always take on the hardest battles. All we can really do is back you up from the sidelines. And to be honest, it's been on my mind for a while now. It bugs me to feel like we're just not doing enough.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to see what Valimar looked like on the inside?
Yeah. I thought if I could, I'd have a better understanding of what you go through and what it must be like. Looking around, it feels even more isolated than I expected. Lonely, even. Seeing all the things you do from the outside, then seeing what it looks like on the inside, I have to wonder... Are you okay with the way things are? Are you okay with putting yourself on the line over and over like this? Shouldering such a huge burden all alone, and even the burden of those lives you weren't able to save?
Lisa, I've never once felt like I was fighting those battles alone. You said it yourself, right? I've got all of you backing me up, either on the ground or on the courageous. Sure, you're not inside Valimar with me, but I know you all have my back. That's why I can keep fighting day after day. In that sense, it's not so different from our days at Thor's.
Well...
You don't have to worry about me, Elisa. As long as I know you're all there, and that I can look forward to seeing you again after each operation, I'll fight my hardest, and I'll come home the victor. All I ask is that you keep me in your heart, and lend me your aid.
Always, Reen. Just don't go doing anything too reckless in here, okay? You're really important to all of us, but especially to me. So...
Elisa... What is it, Valimar?
I have detected an abnormal increase in your heart rates.
I've noticed that blood is going down in a certain direction.
Maintaining optimal health is ideal. I recommend rest and a medical examination.
No, it's okay. We're fine. We're doing... great.
Yeah, never felt better. Thanks for worrying about us, Valimar.
I appreciate where he sounds like all robot-y, but then he'll be like, oh, that's weird. Let's see here. Yeah, this thing like tell me I'm leaving. I have no interest. We're done. We're done. Oh, there's one here. Ah, it's you. Yo, we just rocking the black right now. Medal of Charity. Yes, let's do that. Don't worry about it. They suck. You gonna be okay? I was happy to bond with you during your rough time. They threw me away from the airport, effectively forcing me to continue bonding with people. Let's see what TLoH is doing. And maybe she needs someone to talk to. Why are you suddenly not capable even? You didn't fuck up anything recently. I mean, you're supposed to be the one in charge of the ship, and then you tell people to drive that direction, and then we jump out and IS craft all the enemies, and it's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh no! We almost lost this hat. Putting that hat back on. Girls look better when they wear cool hats. Woo! Alright, we have one more we can do. Let's see who else is available before I fucking do fucking Craig over here. I'm sorry, Elliot. I can't call him Craig. That name I tend to use for the dad. Oh, there's someone in the front that I missed. Oh yeah, there's Fee. We'll probably do Elliot. Mostly because I passed him up over and over again, and it's starting to feel like I'm bullying him. Actually, never mind. I was like, I should do it, but then I'm like, I use Fee more. Linked together, so we should probably switch. Are you just missing a shoe? Okay. I guess I'll just fucking go and do it. I guess we're doing one of those like fucking one of those taxi services. I could have just said I could just walk up and get it done. It felt good to be in the family. That's good. We actually pushed through to 4. Well, I'm glad that we solved all of those problems. Well, if we're all done with that, I guess we can go. It always takes like a half hour to get through the bonding events. What a nightmare. At least, you know, at least the alpha one was nice, and even more so, at least one of them was actually a voice scene. I was like, oh man, thank God they put some money in one of these. All right, let's go. What? What? Crossbell. I mean, this should be shocking. I forgot those crossbell games happen concurrently with this. They're like, we gotta go check this out. Apparently cool shit's happening in the other game that you're not playing right now.
Well done! I'm so proud of you, Reen.
Oh, thank you. This time you didn't have to go, because of my fucking grade, because it was good this time. Even though it was a B before, so shut up. It's like, come on. We must get in contact with everybody.
Oh, I can see Crossbell now.
There seems to be something emitting light in the distance as well.
What in the world is that?
Is that a tree?
I don't know.
That blue barrier that was surrounding the city before is gone.
But now there's something even more unbelievable in its place.
An azure tree?
Yeah, it looks like a tree to me too. It's got all those branches coming out of it.
I don't think trees so vast even exist in legend. Never mind in reality.
Yeah, there's something completely otherworldly about it.
Do you know what it is, Celine?
I wish I did. There's nothing like that in any of the clan's legends.
Just what is happening over in Crossbell?
Now that's damned impressive. It must be over 2,000 arge tall.
Oh, never thought I'd come face to face with something that big in my lifetime. Life's just full of surprises.
Oh, this is the very essence of beauty. So this is the fruit of the Azure Zero project, a testament to the power of human obsession.
Looks like everything did go according to plan. Not that any other outcome was ever a possibility with my illustrious lord lending a hand.
So that showed up as a result of that phantasmal blaze plan of yours? And you're planning on spawning something like that over here too?
That we are.
It's also a part of my plan to make the frame rate go to 10.
What you see before you is a miracle born of human hands, made manifest by the Zero Child. The end of the second movement is finally nigh. Let the preparations begin. This story's finale is bound to be one to remember.
It's a bird.
Guess it's almost time to wrap things up. Wonder if it'll go how she and Campanella wanted to, though.
Excuse us, Lord Rufus.
Well, if it isn't General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardius, I had thought you were still on the Western Front. Might I ask what brings you here?
Do you even need to ask? First Ruhr, now Bereahard. The Eastern Front is collapsing as we speak. I see no reason for us to remain in the West any longer.
I wouldn't go quite that far, General. As long as the West remains well protected, Heimdall will not fall. As for Nortia and the elements which sided with Duke Alberea, they could always abandon their neutrality. The war is still ours for the winning. That hasn't changed.
An impressive analysis.
By the way, would you happen to know anything about that vast tree that's sprouted up in Crossbell? Is it even a tree to begin with?
I haven't viewed it from up close, but the pictures were like nothing I'd ever seen. It could be completely harmless, but it's likely causing Erebonians in the East no shortage of anxiety just by being there.
I quite agree, and that concerns me as well. Still, Duke Cayenne insists its appearance was planned. There should be nothing to fear.
Really now?
I was aware he was affiliating himself with some suspicious society of sorts. Could the two be related?
What happens behind the scenes is of no concern to us, I suppose. We are warriors. We live to fight on the battlefield. So, dear Chief of Staff, who is our next opponent to be?
Getting right down to business, I see. I'd like for the two of you to defend the capital. Your opponents are to be the 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions, who will be advancing upon it within the next few days.
Oh, is that so?
What? So they're risking everything in an attempt to take back Heimdall?
That is what I predict will happen, yes. I think Craig the Red and One-Eyed Zex will prove to be enough entertainment for the two of you, wouldn't you agree? After all, only the best will do for the 2 strongest soldiers the Provincial Army has to offer.
All right, you win. You have my attention. The prospect alone has my blood boiling in anticipation.
I concur. Very well. We shall do as you say. This is sure to be a clash for the ages.
Is there an evil place under the... Alright.
I had no idea all this existed right under the palace. Duke Cayenne, can I ask exactly where we're going?
There is no need to look so concerned, Your Highness. The place we are traveling to is to the center of this city. No, this country. And a place that governs a great power. It is where everything both ends and begins.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
Please, be careful of your footing. If you were to fall off the platform, you most assuredly would go splat and die.
Now, it won't do to frighten him. And I must say, I don't recall doing so ever being part of your duties.
Pardon me. I believe we're almost there.
This is the most, like, final area-ass place. It's got church windows.
I've been waiting for you.
Its architecture looks all evil and spiky.
Vita Clotilde? The opera singer? What are you doing in a place like this?
Greetings, witch. I see that tree emerged successfully.
It certainly did. All that remains now is to continue the preparations here. However, let me remind you that under no circumstance...
If you would, spare me. You've made yourself perfectly clear on occasions past. And I am hardly enough of a fool to attempt to defy commands from a witch.
What are the two of you talking about? And why did you bring me here?
Patience, Your Highness. All will be clear in due time. Oh my, could this be it?
Oh.
What is that thing? What's this feeling?
Marvelous! Marvelous! This is the legendary demon said to wield 1,000 weapons, the Crimson Calamity, which was sealed away by Saint Sandlot and Dreikel's 250 years ago, and a fragment of the great power. The Vermilion Testarossa!
Should I be nervous that occasionally, recently, that logo has been darker? Feel like I should be, like, scared or some shit. Oh, hello. How you doing on the television?
Azure tree? That's the name of the bizarre tree that appeared in Crossbell then?
Yeah, I found it out from the guild branch over there. Things still seem to be tense over in their direction. No one's really sure what it's for or what it can do. Don't think it'll have any direct effect on Erebonia, though.
Well, I suppose that's good news. Sort of.
Still, people on this side of the country are understandably feeling uneasy about it.
Yeah, people have enough to worry about without a giant glowing tree sprouting up from out of nowhere.
Anyone would start feeling nervous at the sight of such a thing.
At least it should keep Calvert off our backs for a while, right? They're as clueless as we are on what that thing is, and they're not going to risk an attack before they know for sure.
Exactly. In a sense, it's doing the same thing for us the barrier around Crossbell City did before it up and vanished. It's probably the best distraction Erebonia could ask for about now.
Oh, is that what your bracer instincts are telling you?
It doesn't take a bracer to think that, Eustace. If Calvert were to invade right now while the war's going on...
True. The situation we're under is plenty chaotic as it is.
All we can do right now is keep doing what we always have, and gather information. I'm sure we can do something to improve the situation here, but we don't know enough to decide what that something is.
I'm with Gaius. Let's just take a deep breath and do the best we can.
That's the best attitude to have right now, too. One thing we could do is keep looking around for other Thor students. We could always use more help, right?
We still need more Zemirian ore, too.
Oh, that's right. And there are still more spirit shrines left to explore as well.
Strangely enough, our best course of action is to simply continue doing what we've always done, albeit with renewed dedication.
That works for me.
Sounds like you've got things covered in the East, which means that all that's left for me is to wish you good luck. Take care of it. Okay, Sarah?
What else would I do? And you take care of yourself, too. We wouldn't want anything to happen to you before you reunite with your dearest Carnelia, now would we?
Yeah. Would you just drop that already? Anyway, keep it up, guys. I'll be in touch.
Oh, there goes all my fun.
What was all that about?
Toval's girlfriend?
It did sound that way.
For further details, please consult a certain famous novel about a certain lovable scamp, now certainly available in all bookstores.
Poor Toval. Anyway, should probably get to work. The best place to start would be checking the latest requests from Prince Oliver.
Let's see, missed opportunity. Trouble you helped resolve here in Legram has, shall we say, unresolved itself. Okay. Oh, the mist. Want to hold a concert to show the people of Keldic not all is lost. Do you remember the scenic views of the Oryx Canyon? The days we spent there, so in love? Wait, wrong button. Anyway. Read, my good man. Receive word of a dangerous monster on the fucking canyon path. Kill it.
There's a request from Rosine about Keldic.
Yeah, if we can, I'd love to help her out.
Me too. It's the least we can do after all the market manager did for us.
I'm in agreement. We should try and help her if time permits.
Klaus also has something in mind for us, it would seem. And that being said, I think it'd be best if I were to accompany you for the time being.
I'd like to come along too, especially since we have the spirit shrines to worry about. Of course, Celine will be coming with me. You'll need both of us to get through the shrines, after all.
That sounds fine by me. Thanks.
All right then, let's go.
All right, she's locked in. I'll need you for the shrines. Oh yeah, everyone's at 96 at this point. That's pretty good. We're nearing the big triple digits. Oh, we already hit the max. All right, we'll do this. How about we head on over to the shop section and get ourselves prepared. The plot's getting ready to pop off, as you can kind of see. I'm very interested. Crossbell stuff's real exciting. So we got that going on. We got the big robot stuff here. I keep finding this dilemma, and it's gonna be fucked up. All right. Allow me to level, folks. All right. It's the fact that tragically, those Crossbell games are kind of in hell for me in a way, right? Where part of my brain goes, I'm let's playing all these Trails games, right? I've been doing that. That's been a thing that's been happening, of course, naturally. The Crossbell games, which are Trails from Zero and Trails from Azure, which that kind of makes sense now. Those games are like the middle. They happen concurrently with these, and then I know Cold Steel 3 and 4 has stuff predicated on the fact that you played those. And ideally, I would probably want to play them. And they ported the Crossbell games again to PS4 in Japan. And I know the top dog at Falcom, Kondo, said like, I want to fix the problem that is the West does not have these. And given NIS is like NIS America's working on localizing this stuff, makes me think it's like, KZ, if you fucking start the Crossbell games, you might in fact just straight up just like midway through a game, they're like, yeah, we're porting both of them over here to the West. So I'm like, should I wait? And I'm also in that situation where I kind of just want to keep playing the Cold Steel games. I'm kind of hitting that point where I'm really invested in these that I don't know if I want to start from zero with the other characters. So it's really rough situation, right? And I know a lot of people would be like, fucking jump into them, but it's also super easy for me because I have access to codes. I've had Cold Steel 3, just a free code of that just here forever for like the past like 8 months. So it's there. So if I happen to do that, still undecided, and not do the Crossbell games immediately, I don't want you giving me a guff. I understand that there is a fan translation, but I'm ideally at this point where if they port them over, they'll probably fucking voice act some of that. And then I feel like I'd prefer that if it had some level of we're trapped, okay? Unfortunately, they decided this is like a Kingdom Hearts, for example, said, okay, Birth by Sleep, Days, and Dream Drop Distance were not released anywhere but Japan only. And we're just like, and there were no remasters, and then Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, it's like, all right, fucking make use of this how you will. So I may in fact just go through the Cold Steel games, because just, you know, it may just end up going like that. I thought I'd point it out just because I've had this dilemma. I've been thinking about it for a while. I've been wrestling with it all year. Specifically when we jumped into this one first, and then I was like, oh god, it might happen. I may just like wait, because I'm getting more and more connected and into these characters that I don't know if I want to wait. Though I do know the Trails in the Sky characters are in the Crossbell game in some way, so it's a tough situation. But we'll see. I'm not gonna like give the game shit if it's like, oh no, they didn't give me proper context for that thing, because that's some head ass type of stuff. But I may just want to kind of like do my own thing here. So if that ends up happening, please don't think too less of me if I end up just fucking going in on them. I thought I'd mention it now. Just bury it in here on the off chance I end up just doing Cold Steel 3. I was like, fucking whatever. I'm sure there's plenty of people that like these games that straight up still haven't played those games. And just go, whatever, you know. It's not critical information, but you'll clap more. Or you'll be like, it's great to have that context. Like, I'm in that situation where I totally understand, too. From perspective of just like, if you skip games or you don't play games initially, you end up missing out on. There's like a level of missing out on shit, and that sucks. You know, where you know, I had Kingdom Hearts 3 come out, a game that I, you know, was waiting for a long time, that culminates and brings together a lot of stuff. And I'm like, that games like that have more power when you've played every other piece of it, right? But like I totally understand that, but I'm thinking I may just like jump into Cold Steel 3 as my next Trails game. It really just kind of depends on how this one ends, you know. I want to see what kind of if the hooks in this, if there are any hooks in this that make me go or just generally how it ends and how I'm feeling about it. I may just in fact fucking just do it and be like, I need it. Also, I'm interested because I'm pretty sure they switch engines with that game. I think it's 3 and 4 that have a slightly different engine that they use, and also the new game Hajimari that came out in Japan already. I know they're on the a more souped up engine, which they're already getting rid of. So I know those games tend to look better, so I'm excited to see how things advance too. But I thought I'd let people know. That way they can get upset at me now, and not okay, they could get upset regardless. But I do want to say this though, for people who are like, oh man, I'm worried I won't get the, you know, I won't get the intended effect. I'm sure there are many people who never get that intended effect from playing all of them. And I do want to assure you, I do plan on this channel, my Let's Plays of stuff. It's my intention to play every single one of these games. But if I end up waiting and doing, end up waiting a little bit and I don't get to the Crossbell games immediately, I'm gonna ask you to please be nice. But that's kind of where I'm at. I do know that the translators worked really hard on the fan translation patch, but I'm more of a console person in general, and I'm not really looking to jump through any hoops if I can't have it, if I could help it, you know. So I'm gonna wait. I'm generally hoping that the Crossbell ports they do actually end up coming out. Some people like, they end up being worse. It's like, whatever. If they end up being like worse ports than like what fans could do through the power of like taking the PC version and souping it up and translating and stuff, it's like that won't really bother me too much, really, just because I'm like, I want to play them on a console primarily, so that kind of trumps them being slightly worse, because I know that conversation tends to happen. But I thought I'd say this here, bury it here. No one's gonna watch this part, so clearly it's not gonna be a problem. Yeah, that's my plans. That's my plans for now, is to do that, and hopefully people are fine with that. But I naturally, but I've seen so many people say that that the Cold Steel games are bad, which is kind of throwing me off, because these have been, despite my complaints of the first one, still really pleasant and ends strong, and this one's been fantastic in my opinion. So it's like, who knows? People really gas up the Crossbell ones, and I'm like, does that mean I'll like them or dislike them? Because I feel like I oscillate between my opinions versus other people's with stuff.
Leave it to me.
But we'll see. I am excited, and I plan on going through them though. But I just thought I'd give people that heads up of like, I may just fucking keep on doing the Cold Steel thing. See how that pans out. That said, I'm gonna be taking a break in between these, as I always do, before jumping into the next one anyway. Of course, naturally. If people are probably wondering what kind of break are we looking at, my brain and my plans can always change, but I'm planning on doing a couple of games.
Where do you want to go?
A couple of games before I jump back into this. Things such as 13 Sentinels and the Kingdom Hearts rhythm game that's coming out. So I think those are near the top of my list at the moment of upcoming things. But once that's cleared up, probably after Persona 5's done, probably do something like that. The frame rate is shitting. They're like, no, turn on turbo. Oh, it feels like I'm walking through mud. Like, Jesus. Get in the building, please. Eerie laughter and ghosts? This place is fucked. Why'd you tell me that? I'm just gonna leave now. I have no reason to be here if it's all scary. Yeah, Tobal's busy in the west. Alright, I guess we'll just do it. Sure, I'm down.